What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. It's Maria again. In this video, I would like to talk about soulmates, what soulmate means, and does it really exist? Like, if you find that perfect person, is it really going to make your life so much easier, dreamy, fantasy, or perfect, happier, whatever that is? The reason I chose this topic is if you guys watch my other videos, I started off talking about Pluto, your soul's intention, and then when Pluto placed in different houses, I realized that it's gonna take a while to get through the 12 houses. But meanwhile, I want my channel to be diverse because I have a passion for spirituality, healing, healing your past traumas and some psychology or emotional issues I personally went through. So I like to talk about those topics too. So I don't want to just caught up in going through 12 houses. So I decided to talk about astrology, like 2 episodes I talk about astrology, and 1 episode just pick a random topic in spirituality or like our certain emotional traumas, how to go about it or how to heal it. So I like to talk about different topics. So let's get into the soulmate topic. I made slides just to organize my thoughts. There we go. Can I make my head a little bit bigger? Yep. So, what really soulmate means in spirituality or from astrology perspective? I was just looking through on Google and YouTube. There are tons of videos. People talk about, twin flames, soulmates, and I just wanted to add my perspective on that. How I understand it. So if you resonate, great. If you don't, that's okay too. I learned the hard way how to respect others' opinion, how to respect their truths, So I totally respect your opinion, what you believe, but I'm just sharing how I look at it. So from the evolutionary astrology perspective, which is more there are different types of astrology, but from the evolutionary astrology perspective, it makes more sense to me, or I resonate with evolutionary astrology. So that's why I'm looking at from that lens on soulmates. So does soulmates exist? The answer is yes, but it's not what you think. So any person that comes into our life, they can be all soulmates. Basically, before your soul incarnates in this lifetime, it has agreements, certain arrangement with other souls, because at the end, they all working together, like conspiring with each other to teach each other a lesson or help someone to grow or evolve. That's all about evolutionary astrology. It's all about growing, learning. So in that case, anyone that comes to in your life or interact with you, they are your soulmates. So you have tons of soulmates, your parents, your siblings, your friends, coworkers, maybe some stranger interactions, like anyone that encounter with you, they can be soulmates. And you're probably like, what the heck? Like, I thought you're talking about relationships, but even relationship, let's look at it. You might have a couple different relationships in your life, and they all come into our life for a reason. So from astrology perspective, there's no coincidence or some random things happening randomly. Like everything happens for a reason. I truly believe that. And when someone comes into your life, they're basically playing a role of mirroring. So the whole intention of like the source energy splits itself to different bits of souls or like different individual souls, because they want to understand or experience life from a different perspective. Because if it just knows itself and then they only have one perspective, like imagine how boring and lonely it can be if you exist for eternity. So what it does is like you come into life with that feeling of separation, but your nature is, your soul is complete, it's made of love, and all it knows is compassion. So in order to know that, you need to experience the contrast. So everyone comes into your life plays the role of mirroring. So they just mirror back at you what you need to work on to realize your essence of love and compassion. Um, so the nature of separation, we're afraid of death because we don't know we're eternal beings, and we're afraid, we're caught up in the survival wheel, like how do I get better living, better house, better all the materialistic things on the earth. And we also get caught up in the relationship karmas, like, oh, somebody didn't treat me right, or cheated on me, or didn't respect me, or my parents didn't support me, or my parents didn't raise me right, and all kind of things. But remember that those all happen for a reason, and you chose that situation so you could learn or bring out your shadow self, so you can work on those shadow selves, and step by step you're getting closer to like becoming aware of your true nature. So Pluto in your chart really represents your empowerment journey. How do you become empowered? In order to feel empowered, you gotta feel disempowered first. So you might attract partners that might disempower you, or dominate you, or one of the lifetime you might be the dominator, or like each partner comes into your life, brings out something that you're not really aware, because shadow work is hard, because it's our like all the things buried in our unconscious mind, and we don't know what's going on there. We don't know what we need to work on until somebody comes into your life and bring a light to that area, like they see our blind spots that we can't see. So in that sense, having a soulmate is not a fun experience. Basically, they come into your life to trigger you. Everyone comes into your life to trigger you, to make you aware why you're getting triggered. And then you realize the source of that pain, source of that fear. And then you work on that. And then you will have this inner security, like you realize you are the source of love, so your love doesn't come from somewhere outside of you. As long as you think the love comes outside of you, you're always going to be at the mercy of someone. Like if you don't get your parents' love, you're going to be traumatized rest of your life. Or you don't get your partner's love, you're just going to feel lonely and worthless and all of that. So every time your need for love depends on something outside of you, you are going to be like you're going to suffer, and it never gonna fulfill you. Like at some, you might feel loved for maybe a couple months, couple years. At the end, this evolution force will take it away. It forces you to learn. It's like, hey, you need to love yourself. You need to become the source of love. This doesn't mean that you got like jump from one partner to other, like get as many triggers as you want. It's just it really depends on like does that other person also, matches with, are they aware that you're just becoming each other's guru and you're triggering each other and you're helping each other to grow? Or the other person blaming all of their misery or suffering on you? You are the source of everything, or you're the reason of all their suffering. In that case, you're gonna have very unhappy and miserable life. So I do not recommend staying in that kind of relationship. But as long as both of you aware that, okay, we might trigger each other, there's gonna be conflict, but if we're willing to be vulnerable and take responsibility, and work on those shadow side of ourselves, we are gonna grow together or evolve together. And I think this kind of relationship lasts longer than any other relationship. At the end, like certain level, we all connected. Even like the earth itself has its own soul. So when earth evolves certain stage, like other planets, we become this united consciousness. We just become like a earth consciousness, and our consciousness just connected to each other, and there's no hiding, no secrets. If I think of a thought, everyone on earth knows my thoughts. Like, so we get to that point at some level, but right now we're way far from it. So if you think of like, oh, there's this magical, mysterious person out there in the galaxy or somewhere on the earth, that person just makes me most happy. I don't want to say I feel sorry for you, because I mean, the hope is our human nature. Like, we like to have that hope and dream, something to look forward to. And I had that idea too. I think like my Prince Charming somewhere on this earth, and I'll find him someday. But the more I grow up, learn and evolve, and learn from all the relationship I've been through, how much they triggered me and shed light on my shadow sides and unconscious issues, I finally realized that there is no ultimate soulmate. It's just everyone comes into your life. They love us so much, and they just want to help us to realize the issues, and we help them the same too. So it's not just like you're the only one with a problem. Everyone has their own problem. We're just helping each other to bring that problem to the surface so we can work on it. So I would never blame someone in my life, blame my partner. I used to, honestly. Like, I had a couple of boyfriends in my 20s, and I just hated them, how they treated me, or how they left me, blah blah blah. But now I realize, like, it was my own insecurity. It's me not loving myself, kind of show up, like they were just mirroring it back to me. Now when I have love for myself, when I feel full, like complete, I do not expect anything from my partner to fulfill me or anything. If like they make me happy, great. If they don't, I'm still happy. So if you're in that state, you're definitely gonna attract, because you're gonna vibrate higher level. The more love you have for yourself, your vibration increases, and you attract better partners. But you're vibrating really low, you're attracting all the negative stuff to yourself, and you're not willing to take responsibility and work on those issues, you might just attract narcissists or people likes to dominate or whatever that is, like. And then you wonder, it's like, oh, I'm a victim, those men treat me crappy. But really, like, if you can raise your vibration, if you can raise your standards, and you treat yourself better, you love yourself better, and you will attract a person treats you the same as you treat yourself. So this is, oh, I didn't go through my slides. At the end, it's all about the whole reason we exist on this 3D plane is transforming pain and fear into love and compassion. Until your soul learns these lessons, it just gonna keep incarnating until it reaches those balances. And I hope you find some insight from this. I'll stop sharing my screen. And so you have so many soulmates, but if you have certain standards for what kind of person you want to share your life with, definitely work on yourself first, and then you definitely attract that kind of life, that kind of friends, that kind of maybe in your next life, maybe you attract better parents, including. But we're focusing on soulmates, so yeah, you will definitely attract better partner when you level up yourself and have a more compassion and love towards yourself. And yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section, and subscribe if this resonates with you. I will talk to you guys in the next video.